Find the zeros and the axis of symmetry. Now the zeros are pretty easy. Those are them right there. Those are the zeros. The zeros are the x-intercepts. So that one, those are your zeros. What is this question? What is this coordinate? What are these coordinates? That's the question. What's that coordinate? Well, do you see how they're going by twos? This is -4, 0. And what's this coordinate? It's 2, 0. And these are your zeros. They're both your zeros. They're your x-intercepts. Your axis of symmetry is a line that goes straight through the middle. That's your axis of symmetry. It's a line that this graph folds on. Now, where does that line of symmetry go? Well, what line does it go through? What x value is it? Isn't it through -1? Isn't that crossing at -1 right here? So x equals to -1 is your axis of symmetry. Now, even though it doesn't ask for this, I still want to label it. What's my vertex? What's my vertex? Well, my vertex is that point right there at the bottom. What is the coordinate of that vertex? Well, it's -1 over, and it's -9 down. So that's the vertex. The dotted line is called the axis of symmetry, and these 2 points are your zeros. Now, number 2, how would you find all those things, the vertex and the axis of symmetry? How would you find those 2 things without graphing it? Well, graphing is pretty easy. You just look. There they are. But when you don't graph it, first of all, let's focus on the axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry comes from x equals -b over 2a. Now, there's the formula. What you got to realize, when you have an equation like this, you first got to put it in standard form. You have this equation, y equals ax squared plus bx plus c, abc, all quadratics. By the way, these are called quadratics. Parabolas have ABC. So, what is my A? A, B, C. Which one's my A? My A is 2. My B is -8. And my C is 1. Now for the formula, do I care about C? No. To get the axis of symmetry, I want -b over 2a. So I'm going to do x equals the opposite of b, which is -8, over 2 times a. Get -b over 2a. There's b. There's a. Negative negative becomes a positive 8. 2 times 2 becomes a 4. So this is 2. So my axis of symmetry is x equals 2. There's my axis of symmetry. My axis of symmetry is a line down the middle. So x equals 2 is the axis of symmetry. Now, how do you find the vertex? Well, all you do is you plug 2. Do you see right here the axis of symmetry and the vertex? You see how the vertex is on the axis of symmetry? The vertex is always on the axis of symmetry. So all we do is you take this equation to get the vertex. And we're going to be plugging in that 2. So you plug that 2 into it. Take the equation, you plug that axis of symmetry value into it. And what we end up here is 2 times, this is 4. 2 times, 8 times 2, -8 times 2 is -16. And that looks like we have 8 minus 16 plus 1 which that is, looks like negative 8 plus 1, which looks like negative 7. So your vertex is going to be 2 comma negative 7. 2 comma negative 7 is your vertex. 2 is the x value, the y value is negative 7. This is your vertex. This is the point at the bottom. This x equals 2 is the axis of symmetry. That's a dotted line.